So I come from a background in public service. I worked on Capitol Hill for 10 years before I stayed home to raise my children. I got very involved in their schools, advocating for the schools and the students and the community. And I've just carried that forward onto the council, trying to advocate for communities who need help and helping them find their voice so that they can advocate for themselves. I got into politics actually by accident when my children started school. I started realizing that some of our school facilities were not equitable with other facilities in the county. And I started advocating for those schools, those students, those communities, and it just snowballed. And in 2013, when Jan Gardner decided she was going to run for county executive, she reached out to me and asked me if I would be willing to run for the council to help her usher in this new charter government. That I had a background in legislation, and she wanted me to be part of the team. And it has continued to snowball since that time. We're going to have the biggest snowman going if this continues. There were some things that I had not been able to accomplish in my 4 years as president. President of the council is a full-time job, trying to coordinate everything that you need to coordinate for the day-to-day operations of the council, and I wasn't able to work on some of the legislation that I had intended to work on in those 4 years. So I would like to go back and work on that. But also, I enjoy being of service to the people in my community. I like being a public servant. I like helping them find their voice, helping them find ways to advocate for themselves, but also helping them find solutions to problems that they thought were insolvable. And so I just enjoy serving the public. I'd like to get back to my legislative roots. I like writing legislation. I like finding legislative solutions to problems. The last 4 years as president of the council, I have not had time to do that, and I would like to get back to writing legislation, finding legislative ways to fix problems. What I like to do when I'm not in the office working, which has been seldom in the last 4 years, but things I like to do to relax are gardening, reading. I enjoy hiking and kayaking. I took up kayaking a couple years ago. That's been great fun. And just getting outside. You know, my dad had a saying for us growing up, go outside and let the fresh air blow the stink off of you. When I'm stressed or I am terribly under pressure, if I can get outside and get some exercise and some fresh air, I always feel better, and it helps me reground myself and find solutions to problems that I might not have seen before. So my favorite part of Frederick County is probably the people. There's various geography and scenery all over the county, but my favorite part of Frederick County is the people. We have a very caring, very giving community. I have been in several different communities. I grew up in Washington, D.C. My family lived in College Park for a while. We lived in California. I have traveled around to different countries around the world and across the United States. And Frederick County has one of the most giving, caring communities that I've ever come across. And I am privileged and honored to be able to call Frederick County my home and to call these people my family. So I really think that my favorite part of Frederick County would be the people. In closing, I would have to say that I am really looking forward to the next 4 years with this new council. We have some younger, very energetic, very dynamic personalities coming onto the council. I am looking forward to being able to jump back into more of a legislative role. And I'm looking forward to the next 4 years to see what kind of things we can accomplish to continue to move Frederick County forward and to be of service to the community and the people.